Hello, hello, Hidden Hermit here. Today is the Thursday, the 4th of October. The sun is in Libra, the moon is in Leo in the tropical system. They're both in Virgo in reality. But what that means is it's time for a random reading. Hurrah, I hear you say. I can hear you from here. Much happiness ensues. Okay, and I'm just going to get cracking, just going to get straight into it. This is a random reading, so we need to figure out who this reading is for, and we're going to leave that to, well, randomness, hence the random reading. I'm going to be using my Dreaming Way Tarot, but first of all, let's find out who are we casting some cards for today. Okay, here we go. Now, I think Capricorn are getting a bit of a run at the moment. So, if your sun is in Capricorn and your moon is in Taurus, this reading could very well be for you. And there's a very earthy vibe going on there. I don't know if you were a Capricorn sun and a Taurus moon, that would suggest to me that you're an incredibly hard worker, that you kind of stubborn. It's a very interesting juxtaposition, isn't it? I mean, Capricorns are very diligent workers, very, very diligent workers. I've had plenty of people in my time who I've worked with who are Capricorns, and they were great, you know, an excellent work ethic. And then Taurus. Not so much. Well, you know, no, Taurus are great workers. They are, but they go at their own pace, I would say. I think that's fair. I don't think that's unfair. So, okay. So here we go. Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon. Is this reading for you? Now, as with all random readings, my deck has been cleansed and been vibed out off camera because, you know, it takes a little bit of time, but I am doing a wee bit of a shuffle here just to make sure you know I'm not cheating, make sure this isn't scripted, because nothing I do on YouTube so far is scripted, because that's just not me. So yeah, just a wee bit of a shuffle here, do a little bit of a minor cut. And I'm just going to be using my random reading spread, which is a 5-card spread. It deals with what's going on in your heart and your mind at the moment. It outlines a situation, and you know, I can actually just do that right now. So that's what's going on in your heart and mind. Over here is a situation that you may very well be facing at the moment. Down here is energies leading up to this situation. We've got here energies surrounding the present situation, and then finally a possible outcome. If the energies do not change at all, if you decide to stay your course and not let anything interfere, then that could very well be the vibe you're going for. So over here, I'm just a little bit of a reminder. So we've got a Capricorn Sun, a Taurus Moon. I'm going to use the black moonstone because we're very close to the new moon. New moon's just around the corner. Okay, here we go. So, Capricorn Sun, what's going through your heart and mind at the moment? Queen of Wands. You're finding yourself very, very. You're attracting things to you at the moment. You're being very. I don't know. Not only do you want to attract things to you, but you're naturally doing that. You're bringing forth your passion, but at the same time, there's a little bit of an aggressive vein going through your demeanour at the moment. I'm not suggesting that you're defensive, but it's almost as if you're up for a bit of a challenge. You're up for a bit of a challenge, and yeah, you're almost. I think you're kind of looking for a challenge at the moment. Now, what is this challenge? What is the nature of this challenge? So we've got the Chariot. Okay, so you may very well be feeling that you're being pulled in a couple of different directions. However, there is a definite sense of movement going on. And I'm just going to digress very, very briefly. This is the Dreaming Way Tarot by Ryman Choi. This is a deck I've been using a lot more in readings recently. Chariot's running away there. I'm really getting on with it. The imagery is very Waite Smith, which is always helpful. Because, you know, that's one of the disciplines that I've studied the most. But it's a lovely deck. It's a lovely deck. You've got these really bright, vivid colours. What is going on? Feeling a bit tipsy. No, not quite tipsy. I feel a bit unsure of myself, perhaps. But yeah, the colours are very, very vivid. It's a really bright. it kind of lends itself to quite a lot of good vibes, I think, I would say. Anyway, sorry about that, Capricorn Sun. You're probably waiting for me to just get on with this. So yeah, the situation you are facing at the moment is one of you're being pulled in a couple of different directions. You're being tugged hither and thither. However, you're doing a really good job of staying the course. You're doing a really good job of you know, going in the direction that you want to be, and that's very much, I think, illustrated by this Queen of Wands energy, this up for a challenge, this bring it on attitude. And well, good for you, Capricorn Sun, good for you. Now, the energies leading up to this situation, so in the recent past we have the Hangman, or indeed I believe this Hangman is a lady, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know. Have you been recently feeling like that you've been sacrificing something? Have you definitely taken a little bit of a different perspective recently? And has this led you to this place of being pulled in different directions? But at the same time, this different perspective may very well give you the armaments you need to face this challenge. Tapping into that Queen of Wands there. You can tell me. You can tell me, I do not know. And again, yeah, I always say this, contextually, I do not know the nature of the situation for yourselves, Capricorn Sun, because, you know, I'm just this guy reading tarot cards, and I don't know anything about your life, but you probably do, and let's hoping this gives you a little bit of an insight. So the energies surrounding the situation at the moment, we have the Moon. Right, this is interesting because the Chariot and the Moon are, I think, intrinsically, they're linked. You know, the Chariot is indeed ruled by Cancer, and Cancer's ruling planet is the Moon. Now, interestingly, the Moon card does relate to Pisces. And the Hangman is everything's connected, isn't it? The Hangman is very much dealt with water, and the planet Neptune is associated with the Hangman in a lot of different disciplines, and Neptune's very at home with Pisces. But I think the important thing here is this waxing and waning energy, this idea. I mean, it's basically telling us the same story, I believe. Chariot ruled by Cancer, and the Cancer ruling planet, the Moon, very intrinsically mixed. A lot of pushing and pulling, a lot of waning and waxing. We're approaching a new moon. I don't know how significant that is to your current situation, Capricorn Sun. Indeed, you're going to have a much better idea, but yes, so you're still being tugged in different directions, but you know, you're happy with that, because not only are you staying your course, but you're up for this challenge. You're up for this challenge. This perspective from the Hangman is giving you a little bit of vigor and a little bit of yeah, you're just up for it, basically. You're just up for it. So I mean, the interest of the present situation and this double idea of being pushed and pulled, I think that's fascinating. I think that's fascinating, and it's interesting when things like that happen. So the prospective outcome, perhaps, if the energies do not stay the same, if you do stay your course, and embrace the challenge, as the spread so far has I want to suggest, the potential outcome is the Four of Wands. How lovely is that? There's hardly any anything prickly going on here. Nothing prickly at all. So the Four of Wands, Mars in Venus. You're gonna get to the point of a celebration. So and I think you probably already know this, don't you, Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon? You know that the outcome is going to be bright, because this and the Queen of Wands does actually rule a couple of decans of Aries. So you've got this bookmarked, this reading here of a fiery nature. Now, fire doesn't go very well with Earth. However, I do think Capricorns do respect that fiery creative nature. There is something about them. It's possibly because the sign previous to them, the mutable fire sign of Sagittarius, is a little bit of an influence, and well, why not, eh? So So Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon, I think that's pretty good news really, isn't it? So this situation that you're facing, the situation that's getting you pushed and pulled in different directions, it may be of an emotional bent as well because of this Cancerian moon influence going on here. But you're ready for this. You're ready for this challenge. In fact, you want them to bring it on. You're like, you want to kind of rush headlong into it, and with a passion as well, with a passion that your heart is full of passion at the moment. Your heart is full of desire. You're up for this challenge, and the things that you need to deal with this challenge, you're attracting to you quite naturally. You know, it's not as if you're putting a great deal of effort in either. Now, the reason why you've got this great mentality, this can-do attitude at the moment, is because recently you've had to make a little bit of a sacrifice. You've had to protract yourself in a way that's given you a little bit more insight to the situation that I think you knew this situation was coming as well. And in your heart of hearts, you don't need me to tell you this, but you know it's going to end up well. You know that there's going to be a wee bit of a celebration. You're going to be like, yay, yeah, this is exactly what I was expecting. So if there was any doubts in your mind, Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon, which I'm pretty sure there wasn't, then I hope this allays any misgivings you may have had. So yeah, pretty simple, straightforward reading there, Capricorn Sun. I hope that helps you with your twisty-turny challenge, but I suspect that you're probably just getting on with it. Alright then, well, that was another random reading in this Libra season. I am the Hidden Hermit. Thank you very much for watching.